In today's video, I want to give you some advice, some reality transurfing advice that is going to help you transform your relationships, improve them to a very great degree, okay? And it's something very simple that you can start implementing consciously right now. Okay? And this has a couple of reality transurfings at play here. You know, there's going to be some frailing, there's going to be the mirror technique. However, after you begin to practice this, after a while, you'll just become accustomed to it. This will be like the normal way that you interact with other people, with all your relationships. Okay, so I am going to split this video series into two parts. In this one, we're going to talk about the focus that you have when interacting with other people. And in the next video, we're going to talk about how to attune to their frequency. Okay, that's what we call frailing. But so the purpose of this video is going to be how to enhance your relationships, how to experience a better side of the person that you are interacting with or you're in a relationship with. Okay, and for this, you have to resort to the mirror principle always. The side of the person that you wish to see, the side of the person that you focus most on, the things that you're searching for in a person, are the things that you will see and experience when interacting with them. Now, what do I mean by this? I don't mean necessarily that if you're seeking love from this person, then you're going to experience that love. No, I'm not. That's something different. What I'm saying is that the side of the person that you constantly focus on, the qualities of the person that you are just hooked into always, and you're just focusing on them, are the qualities that you will experience to a greater degree moving forward. This is a huge secret that's so simple that can help you to experience the best side of a person. Because normally, what you are used to, what usually grabs your attention, is all the negative things about the person instantly, or the things about the person that you wish were a little different, right? Even when you are thinking about the qualities of the person that you do like, or things that you would like to experience from this person, you are thinking of it in a way of like, why isn't this happening, right? So if you want like love and attention or approval from somebody, you're not necessarily thinking about getting that love and approval. You're actually like focused on it in a negative way where you're like, I am not receiving the attention that I want from this individual or the love that I want from this individual. And as you focus on you not getting attention from this individual, more and more and more, the mirror reflects that back to you, right? What you see as your reflection, what you experience with this person is just more of that, of you not getting love and approval and attention from this person. So what you'll notice in relationships is like, as people continue to, see each other for a longer period of time, and even your family members or your friends, you'll really start to focus a lot on their shortcomings. You'll really start to focus a lot more on what you don't like about them versus what you do like about them. And so this is what I mean. When the contents of your mind are constantly hooked on, or when the contents of your mind just contain, constantly thinking about what's wrong with this person or what you don't like about this person, what you would like this person to change about their behavior, literally those are the contents that you start to experience more often. So the things that you're constantly searching for are the very things that you hold yourself back from experiencing because you are so focused on the lack of them. See this with your current relationships, like your spouses or your partners or your parents or your children. What are the qualities of them that constantly just take your attention? Now you'll see that those are the qualities of the people that you'll most likely be experiencing to a greater degree. When you meet a person, the expectation that you have of this person, like, okay, they're probably like this, and then you start focusing on them in that way. You project your mental slide on them in that way, and then you start to see them in that light. That focus creates that particular relationship with that person, that it creates that side of that person. And naturally, in your reality, you will start to experience that version of them. Us as people, we have many different sides. We act differently with different people, naturally, right? Not as a bad thing, but like that's just naturally what happens. You project a different side of yourself to different people. And the people that are in your life, right, like the version of them that you are experiencing is mirroring back to you a particular quality of your own self, of your own focus. So always keeping that in mind, that like everybody in your experience is somewhat mirroring your own qualities, your own, whatever you're focusing on. Knowing that, if you want to improve your relationships drastically, start with yourself. Start with your own focus. Start by focusing on the best qualities about everybody that you are in contact with. Start to focus on their greater, virtues rather than their shortcomings. Their best qualities rather than what's like something that you would like them to change about themselves. And simply by focusing on what's good about them, you will start to see that being reflected in this mirror relationship. You will start to have that experience where you start to experience the better side of this person rather than the side of them that you don't wish to see. And this is the tricky part, because usually what's negative is what catches your attention. What's good is great and all, but like you usually just kind of walk past it. You start to focus on everything else, and then as you go about your day, someone does something that you don't like, that's what catches your attention and you can't take it off. The things that you want the other person to change are the things that you can't take your attention off of. But what I'm telling you in this video is that it is absolutely crucial that if you want that person to stop doing whatever you don't like, it is crucial for you to shift your attention to the best qualities of them. There are a couple of examples in the Reality Transurfing book where, it's the wife that wants her husband to quit drinking, and like she despises drinking. And that's always on her mind, how the husband doesn't stop drinking. But what she experiences in her reality as time goes on is more of that, more of her husband drinking. And even people who kind of grow up in let's say like a difficult childhood, and let's just say their parents abused them, and they always hated those qualities in their parents, right? And now they grow up trying to be somebody different or trying to meet somebody different. And, they look for partners who have the opposite qualities. But because their focus is so largely on avoiding being like their parents or avoiding finding partners who reflect the behavior of their parents, they end up experiencing exactly those people. They end up finding the people who mirror to them exactly what they are focused on, the qualities that they hated. But it doesn't matter if you hate them, just the mere fact that you're focusing on them makes sure that that's exactly what you will experience. The mirror is faultless in this way. It will always show you exactly what you are focused on. It will show you exactly what you are resonating energetically, radiating, emitting. So the easiest way you can implement this into your life right now is start to focus on the better qualities of everybody that you're interacting with. Every time doubts and negative emotions come into your mind about a particular person, accept it first, allow it to pass, and change your attitude to the situation. Learn to focus on the better qualities. Even if someone, is doing something that you don't necessarily like, forgive them for it. Be the higher perspective always. Always be the parent of the situation rather than a needy child. And see the better side of that person regardless. To what degree you want to do this is always, dependent on the particular situation. So if somebody really wrongs you, then it is up to you if you want to even continue interacting with that person. But if it's something that can be overlooked, then overlook it and focus on their better qualities. This is something that I've implemented in my life recently, and I've actually noticed exactly how like even people who I used to think were completely different, right? Like completely in a negative way, just by focusing on them in a positive way and just by focusing on their better qualities, I'm actually seeing that mirrored back to me. People that I used to think were way different behave way differently with me. They might still have that negative side while interacting with other people, and that's the side of them that other people see. But when I interact with them, I only get mirrored back to me my own qualities, the qualities that I'm focused on about them. So again, the mirror is faultless. It will always reflect back to you what you are focused on and exactly what you embody. So if you are constantly experiencing the negative side of a person, is because you're constantly focused on it. And maybe that's also showing you something about your own self. Okay, so start by practicing this today, instead of like projecting all this negativity on other people and this view of, their negative qualities. Switch that. Start to focus on their virtues. Start to focus on what's great about them. And you'll automatically see that you start experiencing a different side of this person. The mirror can never make that mistake. There is a delay factor, so be persistent with your practice. Continue to focus on the best qualities regardless, again and again and again. Shift your focus again and again and again, and you will experience that in your reality. All right, so part 2 of this video will be posted tomorrow, and I'll post a link for that in the description box below if you're watching this later. But in that one, we will be talking about how to actually improve your relationship by attuning to your partner's frequency, your relationship, whoever you're in a relationship with, their frequency, for better communication, better just overall experience with this person. All right, so make sure to tune into that. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to this channel. If you would like to get one-on-one coaching with me, I'm opening it back up. One-on-one coaching, the link is in the description box below. Okay, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Make sure to tune in.